As I sat down at the vanity and applied my makeup, I noticed my hand was shaking. "Why am I so nervous?" I asked. But then I realized what it was. The last time I had seen Ellison in court, he had stripped me of everything I held dear. I had walked out of there swindled, duped, and humiliated. "Oh, good gods. I don't need those memories right now," I whispered. "Buck up. The shoe's on the other foot now." As I finished and headed downstairs, I glanced at the time on my phone. I had 2 hours before I had to meet the lawyer, so I decided to get a leg up on the research for the Witches' Guild. I walked into my office. Without the door on it, the room felt more spacious. I'd had the contractors widen the doorway to bring in more of the open concept to my house. I settled at my desk, set an alarm so I wouldn't be late for the meeting, and then powered up my laptop. Finally, ready to begin, I dove into the research abyss, wishing I had a better grasp on how to say no to people. At 11:40, I printed out a couple of the documents I thought that the Witches' Guild might like, and started the download on a large file that I found on one of the historical sites. It was a zip file that was supposed to contain a number of obscure and arcane rituals. Even though I had high-speed internet, it was taking longer than I wanted, so I decided to leave my computer working while I headed to court. I sorted through the hall closet next to the powder room and found my military-style jacket that hit me mid-thigh. With gold buttons in a double row down the front, it cinched at the waist with a tie belt. One last peek in the mirror, and I headed out. My car, an Ocelot, was still new enough that I smiled every time I saw her. She replaced the decades-old Subaru that Ellison had bought for me. Cookie had bit the dust last winter, and I finally broke down and bought myself a new car for the first time in my life. I plugged my phone into the dashboard and clipped it into the holder. As I headed towards City Central, Killian texted me. "Read text, Jerica," I said. The hands-free AI that was standard in new cards was named Jerica. "Best of luck in court today, love. Let me know how it goes. You know I'm rooting for you." I dictated my return text to Jerica. "Thank you. I'm pretty sure Ellison doesn't have a leg to stand on, and you know me, I'm willing to kick him when he's down, the jerk." "Send to Killian," I snorted, shaking my head. But it was the truth. When it came to Ellison, he could do no good in my eyes.